I think it was just shortly after I started in the advertising industry that we had 4 network channels, newspaper, radio, television. We didn't have the internet until, later in the 90s. And of course, at first there wasn't much to it. There was no social media. It's interesting, a lot of that stuff was easy to keep up with because it just made sense. It's where people were going, it's what they were doing. And I think Rob and I have been able to stay pretty relevant with most of the changes that have happened.
Of course, we were honored enough to see a lot of the work that NMCO was doing creatively. And to be honest, our team was always blown away. It was amazing creative. We were always very envious of the vision and the direction that we saw was being taken. So we very much considered NMCO a very strong and worthy competitor in the marketplace. We realized that NMCO had really put together a solid, strong team with a lot of the same values that we built this company on.
I think everybody on Wilson Binkley's team, they're just total professionals. They're a company that I feel like I've always kind of looked up to and aspired to, but I didn't even really consider that we were on their radar.
Going there and being able to see everything that they've done and being able to see their facilities and their employees and their professionalism was encouraging, and it was also humbling, and it is something that you can see the steps that you've made throughout your journey, and seeing that they've been able to do this for 30 years in an ever-evolving landscape was really validating.
As time went by and Ken and I knew that we couldn't do this forever and ever, we thought, what are we going to do? We have this great team at Wilson Binkley. We see NMCO has another great team. Between the 2 groups of people, they cover every base imaginable in the advertising and marketing realm. And I think that it was important to Ken and I to help bring together and build an even greater, larger full-service agency. Pretty excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, it was fairly simple to say, hey, we should approach NMCO and see if this is a possibility where we could merge our employees and their talents and their skills and our clients into a company who we respect and think could do a good job in continuing those marketing and advertising efforts. That's why we approached NMCO and said, hey, let's do this.
I think whenever Ken and Rob came to us and proposed this, it was really kind of shocking and humbling as a business owner, especially in southern New Mexico. It's really rare for a business to experience something like this. And we're going to have our 10-year anniversary coming up. It's around the corner. And just knowing that in our 10-year lifetime of owning NMCO Studio, that this is a possibility right now. And I imagine that this merger is just going to make everybody really sharp at the skills that they have and the services that we provide. So I'm really excited to just level it up a little bit more.
It allows us a lot more options with our clients, what services we offer, the creatives that we have here, the personnel that we have here. It gave us basically an immediate boost of capabilities, which does not happen very often. And I want to see that, and I'm excited to see what the creatives at NMCO do in the future. That's exciting to me.
Our legacy is continued on at NMCO because we believe that Tina and Lucky and their staff will, do a great job in the same way that we have done for our clients too.
I think that one of the things Wilson Binkley did and did well is elevate the art of advertising in this community and in this region. There were very few agencies that could provide the responsiveness, the creativity, and the solid marketing and media research that we provided to our clients. And that's absolutely the sort of thing that I think NMCO is going to continue to do, that they'll continue our legacy merged in with theirs of outstanding creative.
And to all of our existing clients who worked with us for so long, we appreciate them supporting us in this little business that is just blossoming. And to everybody who's coming to us through this merger, we want to welcome you to NMCO Studio. We're glad to have you guys here.